This is it, the moment where champions are forged or fall short. Game 5 of the 2025 Western Conference Finals is upon us, and the stakes could not be higher. The Edmonton Oilers, led by the otherworldly brilliance of Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl, stand on the brink of their first Stanley Cup final appearance in nearly 2 decades. They lead the series 3-1, one more win, and they punch their ticket to the final round. But standing in their way is a battered but battle-tested Dallas Stars squad, a team with grit, a team with pride, and a team with nothing left to lose. Can Dallas find a way to claw their way back into this series, or is this the end of the road? Tonight, we go beyond the box score and bring you the most comprehensive preview of Game 5, breaking down the latest stats, odds, player performances, injuries, and tactical nuances. So sit back, hit that subscribe button, and let's dive deep into the most pivotal NHL playoff matchup of the season. Recent form and series recap. Through 4 games, the Edmonton Oilers have looked every bit like the team of destiny. After dropping Game 1 in overtime, they bounced back with a vengeance. Game 2 was a clinic in offensive efficiency. Game 3 was sheer domination. And Game 4? That was a statement. A 5-2 victory that left the Dallas Stars dazed and bruised. Connor McDavid has been, in a word, untouchable. With 22 points in 13 playoff games, including 11 assists in this series alone, he has elevated his play to historic levels. His ability to create offense from nothing, even when double-teamed, is unmatched in today's game. But this isn't just the McDavid show. Leon Draisaitl has chipped in 9 playoff goals and continues to be the most dangerous man in the bumper spot on the power play. Evan Bouchard, the breakout defenseman, has contributed on both ends with critical blocks and precise point shots. Even Ryan Nugent-Hopkins has found his rhythm. On the other side, the Dallas Stars came into this series as the #1 seed in the West. They knocked out the reigning champion Vegas Golden Knights and then dispatched the high-flying Colorado Avalanche. They were supposed to be the team with depth, with goaltending, with experience. But so far, they've been outskated and outplayed in almost every area. Roope Hintz and Jason Robertson have struggled to generate consistent offense. Joe Pavelski, the emotional leader, has been largely ineffective. And although Jake Oettinger remains a top-tier goaltender, he's been hung out to dry far too often. Tactical breakdown. Why Edmonton is winning. What's fueling Edmonton's dominance? It starts with pace. The Oilers are playing with a tempo that Dallas simply cannot match. Whether it's a D-to-D breakout or a neutral zone regroup, Edmonton's puck movement has been crisp and decisive. Their forecheck, led by Zach Hyman and Warren Foegele, has been relentless. They're forcing Dallas defensemen into mistakes. They're winning board battles. They're keeping possession in the offensive zone for long stretches. But perhaps the biggest edge lies on special teams. Edmonton's power play is operating at a lethal 34% in the postseason. Dallas, just 14%. That's the difference in close games. And in the playoffs, special teams can tilt the ice like nothing else. Defensively, the Oilers are playing tighter than we've seen in years. Darnell Nurse and Matthias Ekholm have been rock solid. They're cutting off passing lanes, closing gaps quickly, and clearing the crease so Stuart Skinner can see pucks. So what's gone wrong for Dallas? For starters, injuries are beginning to take a toll. Chris Tanev, their best shutdown defenseman, is questionable for Game 5 after taking a shot off the foot in Game 4. His absence would be massive. Johnny Hakanpää is still out with a lower body injury, which means Dallas's blue line is running thin. They've also lost the battle of depth. While Edmonton's bottom 6 has been buzzing, the Stars have gotten little from players like Jamie Benn and Evgeny Dadonov. They're not scoring, they're not winning faceoffs, and they're not driving play. And then there's fatigue. This is a team that went 7 games with Vegas and 6 with Colorado. Meanwhile, Edmonton has been able to finish their opponents quickly. It's showing. The Stars look tired. Their transition game is sluggish. Their decision-making is delayed. But all is not lost. This team still has Jake Oettinger. He's capable of stealing a game. He has done it before. They still have Robertson, who could erupt at any moment. And they're going back to Dallas, where the crowd will be loud, the ice will be fast, and desperation will fuel them. Let's talk about what will decide Game 5. McDavid versus Dallas's top pair. If Tanev can't go, expect McDavid to feast. He's already skating circles around the second and third pairings. Dallas must find a way to slow him down, perhaps with more physical play or a box-and-one style of coverage. Special teams. Edmonton's power play is their nuclear weapon. If Dallas takes more than 3 penalties, it could be game over. They must stay disciplined and force Edmonton to beat them 5-on-5. Face-offs. Edmonton has been winning critical draws, especially in the offensive zone. Look for this to be a hidden stat that could tilt momentum. Nugent-Hopkins versus Seguin will be key in this area. Goaltending, Oettinger versus Skinner. One could crack, one could stand tall. This will likely be the X factor. As of this video, here's the latest on the injury front. Edmonton Oilers, Zach Hyman. Questionable after upper body contact in Game 4. A game-time decision. Connor Brown. Missed Game 4 due to a lower body injury. Unlikely to return for Game 5. Dallas Stars. Chris Tanev. X-rays came back negative, but he remains questionable. Yanni Hakanpää. Still sidelined. No timetable for return. Mason Marchment. Took a heavy hit in Game 4, but is expected to play. These injuries could shift the balance, particularly on defense. Edmonton has more depth right now, and they're healthier. Let's dive into the latest odds and what they tell us. According to DraftKings and Odds Shark, the Oilers are slight favorites at -115 on the money line. The Stars are at -105, making this nearly a coin flip. The over-under is set at 6.5 goals, with the under hitting in 4 of the last 5 meetings in Dallas. Public betting trends show that 63% of bets are on Edmonton, while sharp money is starting to trickle toward Dallas, anticipating a bounce-back effort. My betting advice? If Hyman plays, take Edmonton on the money line and the under. If he sits, consider Dallas +1.5 in a low-scoring affair. So, who wins Game 5? Despite everything in their favor, the Oilers are still heading into hostile territory. Dallas will throw everything they have at them. It'll be physical, it'll be frantic, and it'll be desperate. But Edmonton just looks too good, too fast, too deep, and too hungry. Our final score prediction: Edmonton Oilers 4, Dallas Stars 2. McDavid with 1 goal and 2 assists. Draisaitl with the game winner. Skinner with 31 saves. The Oilers move on to the Stanley Cup Final for the first time since 2006, and the McDavid era finally gets its shot at glory. Thanks for tuning in to this extended edition of Beyond the Box Score. If you love deep playoff analysis, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like the video, and drop a comment below. Do you believe in Dallas's comeback, or is Edmonton simply inevitable? We'll be back after Game 5 to break it all down. Until then, enjoy the hockey and keep thinking beyond the box score.